Hey guys, I have some terrible news. I lost the arnica. I think this is the third time I bought it off Etsy. So today we're going to do something fun anyway. We're going to make a bay whipped body butter. And so we're going to do some fun and interesting and new things. I haven't seen anybody else do it, but doesn't mean it hasn't done before because there's a lot of people like me out there that are willing to try stuff. And if you're one of those people, come on into my soapy kitchen. Get to work. So I'm going to be using the Infuzium 420 and my formulation is very simple. I'm going to be using 25% emulsifying wax, 50% virgin coconut oil, and 25% grapeseed oil. Now, the reason I'm using the Polawax is I have a lot of people who complain that I use, apparently my parrot Kiki is backing up. Are you done? Are you done backing up? All right, so we have a lot of people who don't like that I use polysorbate 80 because they're allergic to it. So we're going to try using an emulsifying wax, and the emulsifying wax that I've decided to try is this Polawax from New Directions. So we're going to use 25%. Now the reason I'm using 25% is because the usage rate is between 2 and 25%. Now we're going to be adding water to this sometimes. We're going to be adding it to bicarb sometimes, and sometimes we're going to be using it straight up like a cream or a very thick whipped butter like we were doing today. And I want it to be able to feel more like a lotion than an oil so that its ingredients are more easily incorporated into the skin. So that is the plan. All right, now whether or not it works, we'll have to see later. And if it's on here on YouTube and I'm showing you how to do it, then it works. It works. All right, so today we're going to use some of my Mother's Day treats. So I got roses, and I've dried them, and a large number of bay. And I harvested this while the flowers, before the flowers started to bloom. So we've got the bay blooms as well. So that's our herb. Those are our oils. So let's get started. All right, have I told you guys why I'm so excited about this product? Because it means I don't have to wait. I can use this right away. In an hour, this will be done, and I'll be able to use this wonderful stuff. So if I run out of something, or if I need to make an order for something, I can do it quickly. And because I make a lot of infused butters and oils out of herbs, this has been the most amazing gadget. And they are kind of pricey, and you can just use a crock pot, but I've had more forgotten crock pots than I can count. And this is on a timer, and the temperature is set, and it's perfect for doing herbs. So first ingredient is our grapeseed oil. Now the reason I use grapeseed oil is because I like how well it absorbs into my skin, and I am getting ready. I just ran out of serum, so I will probably make a whipped serum with some of this at some point, and hopefully you will get to enjoy that. So we're putting 250 grams of grapeseed. Go. And we're just going to put that right into the Infuzium. Next, we're going to measure out our coconut oil. Isn't that comedogenic? Well, for some people, it might be, and it's not going to be drying because, well, it's an oil. She's backing up again. She's going to back up the whole time, I swear. Kiki! Well, hello, Bella. You're going to talk too? He's gonna back up and back up and back up. So we're going 500 grams of this beautiful virgin coconut oil. What do I use coconut oil for? I use coconut oil and soap, obviously, because it gives nice lather. I also use coconut oil, this one, instead of butter a lot of time in cooking. So if I need an oil with a higher smoking point, this one is great. I really like this one because it has a really low tendency of suffering acidity. So if you're worried about your products having a higher shelf life, coconut oil might be one of the oils you might want to consider. Now, I'm not going to use any vitamin E today. I'll add that later if that's what I need in my formulation. So I got a wee bit too much. Right on. 500. And let's put that in here as well. So 250 grams, and I love that these are little pastels. Makes it so easy. So this has cetyl alcohol in it and a few other things. Hopefully it doesn't have the same ingredients as polysorbate 80, or this is kind of pointless. I'll look it up. I'll let you know. Or you can look it up. Everybody can Google these days. Isn't it awesome? For those of us born before the days of the internet, who knew what it was like to have to look everything up. Okay, so let's put in the Polawax. Yes, Kiki, you backing up? That is my parrot, Kiki. She's in African gray. So she's a very talented mimic right now. She actually does talk, and she loves singing Lady Gaga, which is kind of fun. Now, once that's all in there, your last ingredient, of course, are the herbs that you choose to use. Now, today I'm going to be using, like I said, some of these Mother's Day roses. And then I have a ton of dried bay with the blossoms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these off and put them in. And then I'm also going to take the sticks and break those as well. Okay, I'm not going to waste any of this wonderful goodness. In fact, I'm going to bruise it a little too. I'm going to put this baby in here and fill it up. Oh, I don't think I'm going to put that piece in. These bigger ones with all the blossoms. Yeah, baby! Now, normally when I make this, it takes 6 weeks. So this takes a lot of the work out of it for me. And I can make a variety of products. I can't just make one thing. I can do gummies, I can do oils, I can do alcohol extracts. This thing does, or says it does, it all. All right, so we got it nice and full of herbs. Now, I'm kind of worried about how I'm going to get I'm going to have to wiggle it in there a little. So it's going to jiggle and wiggle, and I may have to bring it back, but it's going in. It's going. All going in. Oops. Back in there. All right. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to tip this and show you how you select things. So it's got a digital temperature, time, and start. Okay. Whether you're doing oil, butter, dry, tincture, or cleaning. They're all different settings. So I'll bring you back in just a minute. Okay, so this baby comes with a instruction manual and also a cookbook, which is kind of cool. All right, so all you have to do though is you go over to time and you hit select, and we're going to choose butter, and then we're going to hit start, and we're at 100 it's going to do it for butter. So if you want to DIY it, you click the DIY and then you can adjust your time and your temperature. But since we're doing a butter, it's going to go on the setting for the butter, and in 2 hours we will be ready to have a look. So I'll bring you back when that's done. And it makes that sound. All right, so we're done. I infused her for an hour, which was plenty of time. I thought about going longer, but I realized after checking it after half an hour that it was going to be done in the oil time listed. So what it did is it macerated everything. So we're just going to do a quick filter. Now it comes with these fine mesh filters, which you can use. Because this is a semi-solid, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with this. Oops. So I'm using a mesh. Now I'll be able to use these leftover botanicals in one of my my awesome scrubby soaps. So I'm going to keep that. I'll pull out the bigger bits. This is definitely going to be a rocks and twigs kind of soap because those are some of my favorites actually. And it works really well with a rebatch technique, which is kind of fun too. Because not a lot of things look very polished and awesome like that. So I'm just going to set these aside. Now, let me just show you what that looks like. So I'm going to pour most of this in here. And I want to show you how dark green this turned out. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now you get kind of a yellowy tinge when you use the crock pot. But this is one of the most beautiful green I have ever done, and I'm really excited about it. So we're going to set aside about this amount, 250 mils or so. Now these are going to really set up hard. I don't know if you can see, but it sets up really quickly. And that's what it looks like. It's just a beautiful cream-like consistency. Now, when you put this in water, it oops. So we're going to put a little more of this in here. Now, as you can see, there's a sediment there, so I'm just going to let the last of this kind of do its thing over here. I don't know if you guys can see what's going on in here. I'll show you a little closer. So there's a dark sediment there. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but I'm going to get another container and try to pour off so we have a more pure product. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that green gorgeousness again. So beautiful. Get that absolutely incredible. Now we're getting a little bit of whatever that brown stuff is. Ooh, I'm gonna do something fun with that. I don't know what it is, but it's not going into a cream. It's gonna go into a scrubby something or other. So we'll go ahead and let that set up. And here is our beautiful finished butter. Now I'll come back and show you what this looks like when it's ready to whip. All right, so I'm softening this up a little bit just by scraping the top. It's come to room temperature. And I'm just going to hand whip. To get started, just to soften it so it's not so hard when I go get my whisk to whip. And then I'm going to actually put this in put a bath underneath it so the friction doesn't stop my creamy whip. This is really cool. Pipeable consistency. We'll see if it's going to be stable in the morning. I think it is actually. It's really thick. Thick, thick, thick. Cream is awesome. That is awesome stuff. And there you go. Whipped rose body butter. Now, the emulsifying waxes are used in body butters, so this really isn't a new idea, but it is kind of a fun one. If you enjoyed this, please click like and subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.